Fast forward 2 weeks of class tartan tornadoes and all. Remember, you can join in the debate with us on Twitter here and get in on the conversation with us at our new Facebook page here. No excuses then. Fast forward this evening, Saturday the 11th of November, and all eyes turn to Ingliston in Edinburgh as we welcome the return of a very special box hit to Scotland. Embed from Getty Images. The undercard is, however, just as cracking as Cyclone Promotions have put together some intriguing matchups. We begin with bantamweight Lee McGregor making his debut, also cruiserweight Chris Billam-Smith fighting Jan Rajdira, then Ian Trotter taking on Leopold Krasevsky. Of course, we expect wins for McGregor, Smith and Trotter, but again they have a rare opportunity, off camera but on a big bill, to make very clear statements. We then see a guy we know well, super welterweight Craig McIntyre, who is back against Mitchell Vosika, and middleweight Aston Brown will take on Martin Cabriel. McIntyre should show off a little and start to make a name for himself. Being seen by the likes of the McGuigans could make his future career look that bit much brighter, and again a statement would be very good, whilst Brown shall be expected to do the business too. Another super welterweight, Michael McGurk, faces Philip Jardek, with McGurk expected to come through before the main events. Let us begin with heavyweight Martin Bakole Ilunga, who is up against Ali Baghao for the Igbo Continental title. Ilunga is part of the Billy Nelson stable of fighters that have had to deal with their share of disappointment of late, but some decent sparring should allow him to elbow his way into the mix for bigger and better fights for 2018, so I expect Ilunga to triumph. Now he is a very impressive heavyweight, so this could be quick. Lightweight Chantel Cameron joins an ever-impressive list of women boxers in the professional ranks and will face Edith Ramos for the Igbo Intercontinental title. Cameron may not have the profile of others, but she has the ability, and I expect it could go a few rounds before Cameron wins. Former Billy Nelson trainee, super lightweight Jason Easton goes in against Joseph Zaradnik for the Igbo Intercontinental belt, and this will be yet another opportunity to see the careful stepping up of a very exciting fighter who could be going all the way. His trajectory may be in the slipstream of others, but there are plenty to rate him very highly, and having seen him in the flesh a couple of times, I am one of them. That slipstream is the sensation that is super lightweight Josh Taylor. He takes on former world title holder, the Mexican Miguel Vazquez, for the WBC Silver Super Lightweight title. Make no mistake, this is a massive ask for the Preston Pants man. There is a gulf on paper between these two, but you do not win or lose a fight on paper cuts. This might be a step too far, or it could be a triumph that announces Taylor on a world map. I have a feeling it shall be the latter, as there are few who doubt he shall win. Embed from Getty Images. Also, tonight and on rival stations, we have in Newcastle the super welterweight rematch between Liam Smith and Liam Williams, heading a very decent bill thanks to Frank Warren and Queensberry Promotions. Before that, we another heavyweight under the radar in Nathan Gorman, who takes on Mohamed Solby, and Gorman should show off his skills here. There is more super lightweight action for the evening as Josh Leather takes on Glenn Foote for the IBF East-West Europe super lightweight title. I have to go for Leather here, though Foote has never been easier to get past. There is then super bantamweight Thomas Patrick Ward up against Sean Davis for the British title, and this is quite a tricky one, I think, to split, so I want the main event being that super welterweight rematch between Liam Smith and Liam Williams is similarly tricky, and my fondness for the Smith brothers makes me lean towards that Liam as opposed to the other Liam, but would not be surprised if the other Liam won it by split decision. Fact is, this is a cracking contest that I cannot wait to see. Bet you Liam wins. Also, tonight, in California, and in the small hours of the morning, we have action between Artur Beterbiev and Enrico Coelho for the IBF light heavyweight title. Hope they tuned into Monaco last week. Embed from Getty Images. Now, having delivered Cardiff and then Monaco, we are in New York with Matchroom for a fantastic bill which has 3 very tidy and highly anticipated fights. We start with Conor Benn and his American debut at welterweight against Brandon Cejudo. Ben is ahead, in terms of career timing, of his dad, and this is just a massive opportunity for the young man. Both hands are at the ready to take it. Heavyweight Jarrell Big Baby Miner gets a step up in challenge as he faces German whacker Marius Vark. Given where we are at the moment with heavyweights, he cannot afford a slip up. We are about to find out if he is real talk. Top of the bill is the fascinating middleweight contest between the new and improved Daniel Jacobs and Luis Arias. There has been a bit of verbal about this fight and I expect Jacobs to win. How, who knows? But this is, on paper, scintillating. Elsewhere tonight and in Notts County's ground we have 7 fights. On Monday night, the 13th of November, and in Mayfair, London, superflyweight Matthew Chandler is in against Jay Harris for the British title. I can't work out who I think shall get this, but shall go for Chandler just now. Might change my mind later. Finally, this weekend on Friday the 17th of November there are 5 fights in Sheffield. Future History Saturday the 18th of November, Belfast, flyweight Paddy Barnes in for the WBO European title, super middleweights Darrell Williams and Lennox Clark for the English title, super flyweights Joan Ancattis and Jamie Conlan for the IBF title, bantamweight sensation Zolani Tete v Siboni Sogonu for the WBO title, and the return of the Jackal with Carl Frampton v Horatio Garcia. Stoke-on-Trent 6 fights, Manchester 9 fights, Weston-super-Mare 7 fights, Villa Park 7 fights, Airdrie, Bieber even with cruiserweights Paddy Riley and Alexander's Rolduggans, Ben McGivern and Edwards Gerasimov, super middleweight Gary Wilson v Edwards, Bella super lightweight Barry McCrory v Igaz Dubov's lightweight Jamie McGuinness v Vladislavs Davidiotis. Thursday the 23rd of November, Glasgow, Scott Allen v Ukashia Farouk for the Scottish bantamweight title and bantamweight Jamie Wilson in support. Friday the 24th of November, Tolworth, super featherweight Kalia Kuranian for the GBU IBF women's title, Leeds United 5 fights, Artur Beterbiev, Everston Brown, Chantal Cameron, Connor Ben, Craig McIntyre, Daniel Jacobs, Enrico Coelho, Glenfoot, Jarrell Big Baby Miller, Jason Easton, Jay Harris, Josh Leather, Josh Taylor, Liam Smith, Liam Williams, Luis Arias, Marius Watch, Martin Bakoli, Ilunga, Matthew Chandler, Michael McGurr, Nathan Gurmanzian, Davis Thomas, Patrick Ward.